Have you ever thought that a pinch of salt could change the way things go? It's not what you'd expect to find salt in your shoes. This secret comes from old Buddhist teachings, but the results speak for themselves. At first, it may seem strange. Get ready to learn how this practice can protect your spiritual health, keep away bad energies, and bring lots of luck into your daily life. Imagine doing one simple thing that would create a wall around you that nothing bad could get through and only good things could come in. You will find out that in this video, no matter how crazy it sounds. Do you think this is the next step you should take to change the way things feel in your life? Put some salt in your shoes and watch as chances for success and wealth start to appear. This is a powerful suggestion that you should not miss if you are tired of feeling like nothing is going right, or if you want to make your daily life more spiritual. If you don't already, subscribe and hit the bell button before we start. That way, you won't miss a video. In the comments, give the video a like if you liked it and a 0 if you didn't. Thanks for your thoughts. I'll use it to make my videos better for you. We can begin now. People have used salt in a huge number of different ways throughout history. In many cultures, it is used for more than just cooking and preserving. It is also used for spiritual purposes. In Buddhist teachings, salt is even more important because it is thought to be a natural cleanser that can get rid of bad energies and bring in good ones. Putting salt in your shoes is a useful trick that doesn't get enough attention. We'll talk about it in this video. This seemingly simple but deeply meaningful ritual is a powerful way to protect your journey and make sure that every step you take brings you happiness and wealth. You might wonder why if you look at the shoes. Buddhists believe that our feet, and by extension our shoes, weigh a lot more than our bodies. They take in and hold on to the good and bad energies of the places we visit. Putting salt in your shoes makes a spiritual wall around your home and mind that keeps these energies out. Think of this small action as a way to clear the energy of the road you drive every day, keeping your aura safe. In addition to keeping your feet safe, putting salt in your shoes can also bring you luck and wealth. A lot of religions, including Buddhism, believe that salt can bring good energy and get rid of problems. Walking around with salt in your shoes is like saying a prayer for good fortune. It attracts opportunities and wards off obstacles. To get the most out of this ritual, do it on purpose, hoping to bring good things into your life and get rid of bad ones. If you knew that good energies would surround you and guide you every day, that would be amazing. In the end, keep in mind that putting salt in your shoes is more than just a ritual. It gives us a chance to think about how the choices we make every day can change our lives. Putting salt in your shoes isn't just a good luck or safety trick, it also helps in other ways. You can connect with a deep spiritual tradition and make your daily life more meaningful and aware at the same time. By doing this ritual, you choose to move through life more steadily, clearly, and safely. You are also aligning your movements with the energy of the universe. Putting salt in your shoes is a tradition that is easy to follow, but it needs to be closely watched to make sure it works. For starters, pick a good salt. People often choose coarse sea salt because it is better at cleaning and hasn't been processed as much, so it keeps its natural energy. Hold the salt in your hands and think about what you want to achieve: cleansing, safety, and good luck. This moment of intention is very important because it gives the ritual strength. After that, put a little salt in each shoe. There is no need for a large amount. Just enough to cover the inside of both shoes is enough. Make sure the salt is spread out evenly so that it can work all over the shoe. The best time to do this is first thing in the morning, before you put on your shoes and leave the house. Pick a time of day that is quiet and free of distractions so that you can focus. You should be calm when putting the salt in your shoes, like you're meditating. Not only the action itself, but also the way you think about it while you do it. Imagine a shield of protective light going around your feet as you put the salt down. This shield will stay with you all day. This light shield, which is shown by the salt, is what will keep away bad energies and bring in good ones. The frequency with which you perform the ritual is another important part of it. Even though it can be done every day, many practitioners like to do it on days they think are lucky, like full moons, which are traditionally linked to cleansing and rebirthing energies. There's also the option of doing it on Monday morning, which is a fresh start and gets you ready for a good week. The ritual can be done more or less often depending on your needs and how much protection you want to keep up over time. Finally, it's important to remember what to do after putting salt in your shoes. When you take off your shoes at the end of the day, throw away the used salt in the right place. You can either throw it away or bury it in the ground to make the ritual more symbolic. This way, nature will fully clean it. This way of getting rid of things is very important because the salt will have taken in negative energies. To make sure these energies don't stay in your environment, you need to get rid of the salt the right way. Doing this process over and over will help keep your energy clean and safe, making sure that every move you make is in line with the good energies you want to attract. A lot of people only think about the physical parts of the salt in shoes ritual, like putting the salt on the shoes and moving on. The real power of this ritual, though, is in the thought that went into every action. When you put salt in your shoes with a clear intention, like purification, protection, or attracting good energies, you channel your mental and spiritual focus to increase the effects of this practice. With the right intention, a simple action can become a powerful ritual that connects the physical and spiritual worlds. In a lot of spiritual traditions, like Buddhism, the end result depends on how strong the intention is. In other words, the ritual will only work if you are fully present and aware of what you want to achieve during it. But how can you make this intention work? Get in touch with what you really want as the first step. You need to be clear about what you want to achieve with the ritual, otherwise it won't make sense. Are you looking for protection from bad energies? Do you want to bring luck and new chances your way? Or are you trying to make sure that only good vibrations reach you? Making your intention clear is what gives the ritual its direction. It's as if you're telling your subconscious to align your actions and energies with your goals. Take a moment to breathe deeply and picture what you want to bring into your life while you hold the salt in your hands before putting it in your shoes. This simple act of focusing your mind is already a powerful way to call up the energies you want to change. Also, there is a lot of research in psychology and neuroscience that shows how intention works scientifically. Your brain goes into a higher state of attention when you focus on something with clarity and purpose. This makes it easier for you to perceive and attract things. When you do rituals with clear intention, they can also strengthen your connection to what many people call the energy field. This is because they create a vibration that draws to you situations and experiences that are in line with your goals. So, intention not only affects the spiritual outcome of the ritual, but it also changes how you see the world, which can help you see and take advantage of opportunities you might not have seen before. Last but not least, keep in mind that intention shouldn't be something passive. It should be something active and emotional. Involve your emotions when you do the ritual. Feel the luck, protection, and spiritual cleansing you want to bring into your life. Think of the salt in your shoes as a shield that grows around your feet and covers your whole body. Getting emotionally involved is what makes your intention come true, giving you a more powerful and meaningful experience. Over time, you'll notice that the results are stronger and more meaningful the more planned and emotionally involved you are in the ritual. With spiritual practice, it works better the more you do it, just like with any other habit. For the ritual of putting salt in your shoes to work, you have to do it every day. Just like we don't think one trip to the gym will change our bodies, we can't think that one ritual will change our spiritual energy in a way that lasts. Repeating this gesture over and over again strengthens the energy field around you by sending out a vibration of protection and cleansing. Making this a regular part of your life sends a clear message to the universe. You want to be protected, have good luck, and grow spiritually. Making this commitment every day is what keeps the good energies in your life flowing. Picking specific and meaningful times to do the ritual is one of the most important parts of doing it regularly. A lot of spiritual people like to do this kind of ritual on days that represent fresh starts or renewal, like the beginning of a new week or a good lunar cycle like a full or new moon. As these times are usually linked to purification and new beginnings, they are perfect for strengthening your spiritual protection and drawing good energies to you. You can make the ritual more powerful by choosing specific days to do it. This is because you become more connected with natural cycles and the larger rhythm that they create. You can also see how your life has changed more clearly if you practice regularly. It's easier to see the energy patterns that start to show up around you when you do the ritual regularly. You may start to notice that some days feel lighter or that chances start to show up out of the blue. This isn't a coincidence. Doing rituals regularly strengthens your connection with the flow of good energies, making a magnetic field around you that draws things to you. By doing the ritual over and over, you also start to refine your mind and become more sensitive to changes in the energy around you. This makes you more aware of when you need to step up the practice or change your intentions. It's important to remember, though, that regularity is not the same thing as automation. Simply following the ritual without thinking about it is not what it's for. Instead, every time you put salt in your shoes, you should use it as a chance to consciously connect with your intention. When you do the ritual every morning, take a moment to renew your purpose and think about what you want to happen. The ritual stays alive and works because you keep setting new goals for it. Otherwise, it would just become another thing on your list of things to do. Over time, putting salt in your shoes can become a spiritual and personal act of renewal. Each time you do it, it strengthens your protection and brings luck your way. When you're done with the salt in shoes ritual and have been feeling better all day, it's important to know that you shouldn't just ignore or throw away the used salt. As you use it, the salt takes in any bad energies that were in the area or on the path you walked. It draws in and gets rid of these negative vibrations, like a spiritual sponge. So when you take off your shoes at the end of the day, the salt will have done its job. Instead of keeping it, it's important to properly get rid of it so that these energies don't stay in your environment or come back to you. To start, carefully take the salt off your shoes, being careful not to touch your skin, since it already has the energies you want to get rid of. Simply pouring it onto a piece of paper or into a container before getting rid of it works well. It might be tempting to throw the salt away with the regular trash, but this is not a good idea because the salt still holds the energies it has absorbed and could indirectly release them into your environment. Burying the salt in the ground is a more powerful and symbolic choice. This way, nature will do the final cleaning for you. Energy can be recycled and changed by the earth, which then returns them to their pure state. For people who don't have a place to bury the salt, they can throw it away in a sink or a stream with running water. In many spiritual traditions, water, like the earth, is a cleansing force. If you mix the salt with water, these energies will be carried away and cleaned up, so they won't affect you again. It is important to do this with the same intention that you used when you put salt in your shoes, though. Picture the bad energies leaving your body and being changed, which will clean your energy field. This means that getting rid of something is also an extension of the ritual, serving the same spiritual purpose. Finally, it's a good idea to get new energy after throwing away the used salt. There are many ways to do this, such as taking a sea salt bath to get rid of any negative energy that may still be in your aura, or just meditating to connect with positive energy and prepare yourself for the next day. In the same way that getting rid of the salt ends the cycle of purification, renewing energy starts a new cycle of protection. Getting rid of things and starting over creates a cycle of cleansing and strengthening that keeps you in balance and protects you all the time. Once you know that putting a handful of salt in your shoes can change your life, it's time to move on with this habit. Thanks for being here today. Please get in touch with us. Tell us what you learned today and how you're going to use it in your life in the comments below. We care about what you think, so don't be shy about telling us. We feel very motivated and encouraged when we read your comments. Please like, subscribe, and share this video if you liked it and found it useful. Thanks for your support. It lets us keep making good content for you to learn from and be inspired by. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.